Well, I don't know if you can see me or even hear me, but today is turning out to be one of those days. Following on from the theft of my catalytic converter, I was using the van that we've got at work to get around. That then broke down on the A1 on my way to a training course in Leeds, so I had to get the RAC to recover me. The RAC guy picked me up at the side of the road and took me to Peterborough Services, and then the guy who picked me up at Peterborough Services I thought was taking me home, but no, he's actually taking me to Bishop Stortford Services, where I've been unceremoniously dropped at 10 o'clock at night, and no word at all from anyone as to what happens next. And I still need to be at this training course in 11 hours now, which means I need to get back to Sussex, pick up my dad's car, who has very kindly lent me his car, drive back to Leeds because there's a train strike because I couldn't get the train. Honestly, I am genuinely losing the will to live now. This is all just too much. Anyway, here I am, Bishop Stortford Services in the Lorry Park. I'd like to say it's nice. It's not. It's not nice at all. Okay, it is now, what time is it now? It is now 5 to midnight, and I have been left in this car park for 2.5 hours by the RAC. They've offered me a hotel, but I need to be in Leeds to do a training course tomorrow. 7 hours, actually 7.5 hours now since I reported this fault. 7.5? Yeah, 7.5 hours since I reported this fault. That is just the worst service ever. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I mean, I'm just here in a bloody car park. RAC had one job. That's recovering vehicles, and failed. It's so bad. Okay, it's now 1:15 a.m. Still nothing. I've had to cancel the training course. I'm going to be about as popular as the turd in the swimming pool tomorrow. It's a nightmare. RAC say they're going to get me a hotel. It's part of my onward travel, whatever the hell that means. But I'm, they haven't phoned me back yet. Dare say I'll get a hotel just in time for them to send a recovery truck, whatever. But I've just had enough of the day. Anyway, at least I'm indoors. Don't know whether to get coffee or not. I don't know whether I'm going to be sleeping anytime soon. Soon find out, I guess. Yeah, it's nearly 2:30 a.m. now. The joy of having a donut at 20 to 2 in the morning, that's kind of worn off now, as is the coffee. The RAC have unsurprisingly not got back to me about the hotel that they said they were going to arrange. So I guess I'm just kind of here. I wonder whether I'll get thrown out for vagrancy eventually. Who knows? Anyway, on the plus side, in about 4.5 hours, Waitrose opens, so I'll do a little bit of shopping. The gaming is 24/7, as is the WH Smith, so if I need a pen, I'm pretty sorted there. And yeah, everything else is kind of closed at the moment, but there's a Harry Ramsden's. That'd make an interesting breakfast, wouldn't it? God, this is the shittest day ever. It really is. This just gets better and better as time goes on. Going to the RAC said they were going to arrange a hotel for me, and they've just phoned, and I was like, oh, they've actually done it. But they've arranged a hotel in Piccadilly, Manchester, because they think I'm at Birchanger Services in Manchester. And the woman seemed quite annoyed that I was somewhere else. Like, you should know where I am. You're the ones who left me here. Oh God. is just funny now. That's no, it's not funny. But I'm going to explore the services in a minute. I need a wee anyway. There's one of those machines over there with a little grabby hook. I wonder if I could win something. Cheer me up. Look, actually, I'm quite cheerful now. Look at me. This is the onset of insanity that you're witnessing right here in front of you, and it started at Birchanger Services, just near Stansted, off the M11. Well, it's the morning. I got to sleep at about 3:30, so I think I've had about 2.5 hours sleep. Still pretty knackered. The air conditioning doesn't work in this room. It's absolutely blisteringly hot. I've spoken to the RAC and they're going to call me back. I think they're escalating the problem now within the next 45 minutes to let me know what's happening with my recovery. I'm only about 60 odd miles away from where I need to be, but I've just been abandoned. I mean, this is an absolute fiasco. I'm guessing at some point I've got to go back to the services, see what Birchanger Services is like in the day. It's probably a thriving, vibrant community. None of the just like zombie-like people walking past the grab a toy machine. Oh no, I'm expecting there's probably some kind of party, fiesta, street carnival maybe even going on. Anyway, there's not a lot I can do really except sit here and wait. So I'm back at Birchanger Services now, and I am still no closer to knowing when I'm going to be picked up, so that's good fun. So I think I might just go in and explore with everything open. Chopsticks, Harry Ramsden's, the games are still there, they're 24/7. It's just too exciting for words. I quite like it here now actually. I mean, if I could get a sleeping bag, I could probably get out the van. I think I could live here. You have to get used to Starbucks coffee though, and that's not great. So one of the things is you can't really contemplate the full majesty of Birchanger Services without getting a better vantage point on it. So I've come across the car park to this green, and you can sort of see the opulence of it there. That over there, that's the drive-through Starbucks. Now I haven't used that because obviously my car's broken down, but if you were driving and you wanted a Starbucks, that'd be quite good. Now, just focusing over here, because if you look, you should see, look, can you see that little plane coming into land at Stansted? So if you're a plane spotter, then 100% Birchanger is the place you would want to spend a bit of time there. Moving around the car park, which, I mean, it reminds me so much of that scene out of The Lion King with all the wildebeest charging down the valley there in absolutely no way whatsoever. But just yonder there, you can see the skylight. You can see just the majesty of that building looming up above the trees there. It's pretty special here. This is going to have a special place in my heart moving forwards, definitely. I don't know if you can make it out there, but there's actually a 24/7 laundrette as well. Imagine that. I mean, you literally could live here. I literally have. I have lived here for the last 16 hours. Now, that's everything I need. I might just wash my pants because I can. I don't need washing. I just, don't want to give you that impression, but maybe I will. Amazon lockers. People vaping all over the place. Oh, God. It just chokes you up, doesn't it? So the last thing you want to do when you come to a new place is you don't want to just do the normal touristy things. And I think, everybody is kind of like, they come to Birchanger and they do KFC, probably Burger King, and it's just Starbucks. So it's important to, get a look around, get a feel for what the place is about. And like I say, the washing facilities here are excellent. There is 2 sizes of washing, an 8 kilo and an 18 kilo. And you could dry 18 kilograms of clothing as well, which someone is. In fact, the 18 kilo washing machine and dryer are both in use at the moment. So, these are well-used services, but not many people know they're here. It's like a secret little bit of the services. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just head around into the lorry park, because unless you are a lorry driver, you're probably never going to see that bit. It's exciting, isn't it? Let's go. So this is where the lorries live. I mean, you need proper big kids' pants to be in this park here. All those HGVs. This gets pretty packed at night. This is so full. The caravan park also fills up with lorries, which is why I was surrounded by lorries last night, because I'm in the caravan park, or at least I was. But yeah, it's pretty spectacular, isn't it? I mean, it's just a big expanse of tarmac with white lines on it. There you go, and here's another little nugget for you. I was completely unaware that there are 2 hotels here. That could have been handy last night. But anyway, look at that, a Days Inn and a Ramada hotel. All kicking round the back. Obviously there's a Starbucks over there as well. But again, things you just don't know. That's kind of it for my tour of Birchanger services, really. I mean, I showed you all the good stuff. I don't want to show you absolutely everything. There's still a few surprises tucked away here. But, you know, if you get stranded by the RAC, you're going to want to kill some time. So you're going to need to find those yourself, aren't you? So, yeah, next time you're here, knock yourself out.